Today, a jury of the defendant's peers unanimously found beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendants acted because Mr. Arbery was black. The defendant's actions and the racism that fueled them have inflicted enduring trauma on Mr. Arbery's family, his friends, his community, and communities across the country. My heart goes out to his parents, Ms. Wanda Cooper-Jones and Mr. Marcus Arbery Sr., for the unimaginable loss they have endured. Upon its founding, after the Civil War during Reconstruction, the Justice Department was tasked with bringing to justice those who used terror and violence to prevent black Americans from exercising their civil rights. The white supremacists who carried out those acts assumed that they could operate outside the bounds of the law. Modern federal hate crime laws have enhanced the Justice Department's authority to prosecute violent acts motivated by bias.
What role does this play today for you in any healing?
Healing?
She'll never heal.
I, as a mom, will never heal.
You understand? Go matter.
Mother.
You're a mother.
What role does this play today for you in any
All right, YouTube world, you guys hear the breaking news there. First speaking was Attorney General Merrick Garland, speaker from the White House, about the killers of Ahmaud Arbery, who were already convicted on a state level. The McMichaels were given life, and the neighbor was given, I believe he was hit with life as well, but he has the possibility of parole after 30 years. But you heard they were now convicted also on a federal level. And with that federal conviction on top of the state conviction, I believe that assures that none of these men will ever walk free, ever. Like, they will all perish and die in prison. You heard them that the federal jury, came to the conclusion that it was a hate crime, that they killed Ahmaud Arbery. They acted racism. Okay, I don't recall the exact way they broke it down. I'm paraphrasing here, but basically, they were saying they acted on racial hate and targeted him because he was black. And you heard it. He flat out called them white supremacists, and with that, they will rot in prison. Get in the comments and share your thoughts. Next up, the clip was Ahmaud Arbery's mother speaking to the media. They asked her, do you feel like a bit of healing with the verdict today? And you heard her. She said that she'll never heal. She lost her son. So once again, jump in the comments. Let's talk about this. Once again, all these men now convicted on a state level and a federal level. In the federal case was, hate crimes, and that they violated his civil rights because he was black. Now, in Georgia, tomorrow they are going to declare the 23rd of February, which I believe is the second anniversary of Ahmaud Arbery's death, as like a day in his honor, where they will honor him. As something else that's developing and going on with all this is that they are dismantling the 19th century citizens arrest law. I believe that's specifically in Georgia. Now, I want to talk about that, and I want to know what you guys think, as that was something I spoke about a lot about this case in the beginning, just my personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I want to hear from everyone. If you're new to this platform, it's all about debating, discussing whatever topic we're speaking on. You know what I mean? We cover a lot of different stuff on this channel. I can't stress that enough. We literally talk about everything, and we kind of have a saying here where we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? We don't have to argue or anything like that on this platform. But getting back to what I was saying there about this citizens arrest law, that was something I spoke about off the rip regarding this case. And, we know this was an event that happened. A young man was killed, and there was a lot of debates and discussions going on. People felt a lot of different ways. But the whole citizens arrest thing, in my opinion, I don't know exactly when they're saying they're dismantling the law, what exactly that means, how they're changing it. But that's something that I was, speaking about, that the whole citizens arrest thing is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's something that can be abused. And in this case, something that I just try to point out and kind of put it in a simplified way. As I stated, this is something where people are arguing a lot about what happened. But to me, right away, my feelings were, as they were saying, they were accusing AHMAUD Arbery of stealing out of a garage or whatever, some wood, which I believe, when he was running, we saw the video that came out. He didn't have anything on him. Now, there's a lot of other stuff. I believe the owner of the property or house was called, and they weren't tripping about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. I'm just trying to get down to this one simple fact here, is that, okay, they were accusing him of stealing. He's running. He doesn't have anything on him. So basically, now they're accusing him of trespassing. And I could be mistaken again. I filed this case, but at the same time, I didn't. A lot of time has passed. I'm glad these guys got convicted personally. But what I'm trying to get at is basically, okay, you're saying that this guy was trespassing, and to the McMichaels and to other people who sided with the McMichaels or agreed with the McMichaels, if you just take everything, however you feel about this situation, you just take that all the way and you just look at a situation and say, okay, if someone was allegedly trespassing or whatever, does it make logical sense for people to grab weapons and chase the person down at gunpoint? It makes no sense, and I heard a lot of people, saying, why did he grab at the gun? I mean, we've been down this road. We discussed it before. And that was just always wild to me, that was people's logic when they thought about this. Like, to me, that is like ridiculous that people think that was okay for them to do that. You know what I mean? Like, the whole citizens arrest thing is crazy. And when weapons get involved, we know when it comes to the police, which once again is like another very heated debate type of topic. And as I always got to point out, I'm not anti-cop, I'm not pro-cop. But even with the police, when it comes to drawing their weapon, and there's like rules and regulations as to when they can do it and why they can do it and whatnot. You know what I mean? And it's just so two citizens can say, oh, we seen this guy in a garage. Okay, let's grab guns and go chase him down. And we're going to give them direct orders to stop. Like, it's just bonkers to me that people see that as okay. You know what I'm saying? And not way overboard and just someone ridiculously taking the law into their own hands. Like, aside from what we're talking about here, I've discussed on my channel before, and once again, this is like nothing pertaining to AHMAUD Arbery. A lot of times, and same thing, I'm not anti-gun, I'm not pro-gun or anything like that. I do feel people should be able to protect themselves, but what I'm trying to point out is I've known of a lot of situations in like places that are open carry where people who have a weapon sometimes are like looking for a situation to jump into and try to play hero or just pull their piece out, or sometimes antagonize people, knowing in their head, I got this weapon, almost like, let something happen. I'll pull this thing out very quick, because then, like I said, this is nothing to do with the AHMAUD Arbery. Here we're what I'm talking about now is like self-defense laws. There's times where in certain states, people will almost start up that they wouldn't if they didn't have the weapon, knowing, if someone punches me in the face, I'm going to shoot him. You know what I mean? It's just wild. And I don't know. I truly want to know what everyone thinks about this. What do you think about everything we're speaking on here regarding the verdict, the hate crime conviction, the dismantling of this citizens arrest law, which once again, I'm not sure what the specifics are on that, what it's being changed to, but I don't know. I just think it's dangerous when people just feel they can like jump out there and do something like what the McMichaels did. And I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's just wild. It's just wild, and it's scary that, to me, you know, that there's people out there with that kind of thought process going through their head. You know, to me, and once again, jump in the comments, guys. Let's talk about it. Pulling a gun on someone is like reserved for very serious situations, like someone's trying to abduct someone, someone already, you know, someone's got someone else at gunpoint or something like that, or someone's doing a home invasion on someone's house or something of that nature. I know I'm starting to ramble on a bit. I'm going to close this video out. But one more thing I wanted to touch on is you'll see a tweet that says, and this is from Shimari Stone. I believe he is a part of the media, some media outlet, or I'm not sure. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He could be involved with the law, like a attorney, or I'm not sure, a legal analyst. But listen to what he says here. He says, fact, the McMichaels and Bryan, which is the neighbor, were free for several weeks after the shooting. They were arrested only after the video that Bryan recorded was released and the case was taken over by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. And he tweeted that in response to him quoting his own tweet here that said, breaking guilty verdict in federal hate crime trial in Ahmaud Arbery's death. The jury found father and son, Greg and Travis McMichael, and their neighbor, William Roddie Bryan, guilty on all charges. So what do you guys think about that? You know, that is indeed true. Nothing was going on with this case until the video, you know, got out there. And, you know, another side of law enforcement or another jurisdiction had to take action and pick things up. You know, something that I don't know if anyone forgot, but I just feel the need to throw out there that it is pertinent to bring up once again is that, you know, the McMichael father was ex-law enforcement. So I'm curious to know if anyone thinks that that played into this as well, into the investigation. But there you have it. They are going to rot in prison. And tomorrow will officially be Ahmaud Arbery Day. You know, once again, in closing, though, I just can't see where anyone thinks that if someone called the police and said, hey, there's a guy, I think he went into this garage or whatever the case may be. Okay, now I see him leaving. That the police would say, okay, you know, like, hey, I got me and my son are going to grab our guns and go chase him down in a truck that, you know, 911 or law enforcement would convey to them. Go do it. Good idea. I mean, come on, guys. That's just ludicrous to me right from the beginning, in my opinion. I just never quite understood how anyone felt that these guys were justified in what they did. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Once again, new viewers to the channel, thank you for watching. This is Jay Coffee Talk. Take a moment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. New content drops every day, all different topics. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day. And I'm gone, y'all. Peace.